Seattle, Washington, October 31st.
It was Halloween. It was a Saturday night.
The trick-or-treaters are out in full force.
It was a full moon.
But hiding among those roaming the streets in ghoulish masks is a cop-hating maniac who zeroed in on rookie officer Britt Sweeney and her partner Tim Brennan.
With every shot, I just kept ducking down and just hoping to get out of the line of fire.
Britt and Tim, a 39-year-old veteran showing her the ropes, had just made a routine traffic stop and are parked on a quiet Seattle street reviewing her performance.
I started to turn my head, and I could immediately see that there was another car right up against our patrol car. At that point, it was a bright, bright muzzle flash, the smell of gunpowder, the loudest bang that I'd ever experienced.
A madman is unloading his rifle into the patrol car through the driver's side window where Britt is behind the wheel.
That immediately just caused me to turn and drop into the vehicle.
How many gunshots?
I believe 6 or 7.
When the gunman stops shooting, she leaps out of the patrol car, gun drawn, firing at his car as he flees, which is captured on this police dashcam video. Suddenly, she realizes her partner is still in the car, and a chill runs down her spine.
It was at the point that I actually looked into the passenger side of the vehicle, and I saw that Tim was dead.
From a gunshot wound to the head.
Once I realized Tim was dead, I took cover up into a small parking lot for a couple cars.
Britt is scared to death the gunman could return to kill her too.
I really felt hunted because I didn't know where this had come from, why we had been ambushed like this. Nothing made sense.
I can't even imagine the state of shock you must have been in. Once backup arrives, I mean, what are you doing?
I was down between the two cars. I still had my Glock out, sitting in the stool and just scanning.
Other officers find Britt wounded and terrified.
And one of the officers says, "Is she okay?" And I heard him say, "She's been shot in the back." And my first thought was, oh God, I don't even feel that pain yet.
Miraculously, Britt has only bullet grazes on her head and back.
Thankfully, with the vest, it hit the vest and rifled off, went through all but the very final layer of the vest directly on my spine. How it didn't get me in the back of the head is inexplicable.
But the psychological damage is crippling.
I didn't sleep for probably 36 or more hours. I couldn't close my eyes. I couldn't even close my eyes for a shower. Darkness was a horrible thing for me at that point. I still believed I was being hunted. At my own home, I wouldn't walk by windows. I would crawl underneath windows.
Are you still able to see the image of Officer Brenton's body dead in your patrol vehicle?
No, that's I can't. The mind is incredibly powerful, and I think that I was pretty blessed to be able to block that out enough and not have any of those images.
A massive police manhunt is launched for the crazed cop killer.
They were trying to track down every lead.
And it's during the memorial service for Officer Brenton, whose killing left 2 young children without a father, that David Rose, host of Washington's Most Wanted on our affiliate station, KCPQ, learns police have just shot and captured the maniac who ambushed Tim and Britt.
And I was sitting with a retired Seattle police detective, and all of a sudden you saw several officers get up and leave that funeral, including us.
We were live on the scene as he was taken to Harborview Hospital in Seattle, where he's still being treated tonight.
I think most people were stunned at the irony that on the same day Tim was buried, that they also shot a suspect.
Is that cosmic justice?
I just got goosebumps.
But because the cop-hating killer, Christopher Monfort, was left paralyzed from the waist down, it would be 6 years before his case went to trial.
The next thing I remember, was a really bright muzzle flash.
And Brett Sweeney has to relive the horrifying ordeal in court.
I looked into the windshield of the vehicle and saw that Tim was dead.
It's all Brett can do not to break down.
All of a sudden, everything just came rushing back, and yeah, I got pretty choked up on the stand.
Did you ever make eye contact with Christopher Monfort during the trial?
No.
Not once.
No, I think the biggest thing about survival on this was to have no feeling toward him. To even hate him was to give him energy, and so I wasn't going to give him anything.
Monfort is found guilty of murder, attempted murder, and arson, and sentenced to life without parole.
Did the verdict bring you closure?
Yeah, it did to some degree. It was odd because I didn't realize how much I didn't have closure until after everything ended, and all of a sudden it was just like, oh my gosh, I can move on with life.
And Brett's still on the Seattle police force.
I mean, for going through something so just catastrophically horrific, I mean, it's amazing that you're still a police officer.
If roles had been reversed and Tim had lived and I had died, Tim would go back to work. He wouldn't quit.
I think the fact that Britt's gone on to have a fantastic career and to remain on the force and to keep her enthusiasm for the job is a real testament to not only who she is, but to the department that supported her.
You have this choice. Are you going to let this person who doesn't even know you, who you don't know, who's nothing but pure evil, are you going to really let this person change your life pattern?
Not Brett.